In this video I'm going to show you how to fold my origami wreath. This is a modular model. There are 48 leaves and they're held together by 16 ring modules. This was folded using a memo block, the paper from here. There were 16 black sheets of paper used to make this ring, and for the leaves I took a green sheet and cut it into quarters, so each leaf is a quarter of the size of the sheet used for the ring module. That's what we're going to fold. Going to use different size paper for the demonstration. This paper obviously is coloured the same on both sides. I'm going to use 15cm origami paper for the ring module, which is white on one side, and again I've made a quarter sized sheet for the leaf, and we are going to start with the leaf. So let's fold one of these. So coloured side up, I'm going to fold the diagonal crease. And unfold. I'm going to turn that over to the white side. I'm going to fold this edge to that crease line. I'm going to fold this edge to the crease line as well. And this white triangle, we want to mounting fold that behind. The easiest way to do that is to turn the paper over and valley fold the point using these edges as a guide. There, there. And this is a pre-crease, so when I've made that fold, I'm going to unfold it. And I'm going to turn it back over, and I'm going to make a crease so that this point lies along this point. It's going to make a crease here. So let's do that. As another reference, you'll see there's a crease line here that follows the centre line. So we're going to fold and unfold that way, and we're going to rotate the model and fold the point to the other corner. Like this. Okay, I'm going to unfold everything now. And that crease we just made, we need to extend that crease so it goes all the way across the paper. This bit is unfolded at the minute, so I'm just going to take that crease and extend it all the way, and do the same on this side. There's the crease we've already made. I'm just going to extend it, and that should allow us to use both those creases at the same time, this one and this one. And what it will do is we'll be able to make a kind of preliminary fold in the middle of our model, like this. Next thing we're going to do, you'll see, hopefully you can see, that there is a mounting crease here. We're going to change the direction of that mounting crease so it becomes a valley. So the crease is already there, I'm just changing its direction. So now that's a valley crease, and we're going to extend that crease. We're going to do a swivel fold so that this edge lies along the top of the little square. So let's put that in place. So it's a squash type swivel fold, and the paper will look like that. I'll unfold that and show it again. Using the existing crease that we changed the direction of, I'm going to swivel the paper over so that this edge lies along the little square. Next thing I'm going to do, there's a little white triangle we need to fold. So I'm going to flip this sheet over like this, and you can see a little white triangle. I'm going to valley fold that triangle like this, and then we can bring that flat back down. and this bit needs to go underneath the square. At the minute it's lying on the top, so I'm going to lift the edge of the square and just put it underneath. I'm going to do exactly the same on this side. So this mounting crease, I'm going to reverse its direction, swivel across, fold it flat like this, and then there's a little white triangle. If we lift that flap up, there's our little white triangle. I'm going to valley fold that over. Once you've done 48 of these, you'll be rather quick at this and you'll find a few shortcuts. Put that flap back down, put it underneath the square. There. That's basically the shape finished. We're going to put a few creases in for cosmetic purposes now. The first thing is we've got a diagonal crease here. It doesn't go through this layer at the minute, so we're going to put that crease back in so it goes all the way down like that. I'll do the same on the other side. Fold and unfold. And now we're going to give our leaf a little bit of a sort of spiky shape to make it more like holly. Where this crease is, I'm going to bisect this little coloured area. So this edge is going to lie on this edge, but only as far as that diagonal crease. So I'll fold the paper like this, but I'm only going to crease that far. If I turn that over, you'll see if we kind of put a dent in there, we're giving our holly leaf a little bit of a jagged edge, which is what we'd like. So I'll do the same on this one. So I'm just going to fold this edge to there as far as the diagonal goes. Like that. It's another jagged edge. And we're going to do the same on this bit as well. So these are the last two creases we're going to make on our leaf module. And the way I judge it, it doesn't have to be precise. We're going to fold this edge so it lies along a horizontal line. But again, I'm only going to crease as far as the diagonal. So I'm only making a crease that it's about half the distance. So put the one on this side as well. If we turn it over, we put those creases in. There we have a completed holly leaf. Once you've got 3 of these, I don't recommend folding all 48 in one go. Once you've got 3 of these, we got enough to build our first ring module. So here's our double-sized sheet. First thing I'm going to do is white side up. If you've got white, I'm going to fold one diagonal, make a crease. And unfold and rotate the paper on. You can put the whole diagonal in if you want, but I'm just going to make a pinch in the middle instead. So I'm going to fold corner to corner. I'm just going to pinch to mark the centre of the paper. And now I'm going to fold 3 corners to the centre. So this corner is going to go to that pinch mark, and the 2 corners on the side are going to go to that pinch mark as well. So this one and this one. Don't go over the edge on here. If you have to, you can leave a little tiny gap. Okay, so we've started our ring module, and now's the time to put the first 2 leaves in. So we've got one of our leaves. It's got the little square bit on the back, and that little square is going to tuck under these 2 flaps. So I'm going to put the square under that side. I'm going to put the square under both sides at the same time. So the kind of square is sliding like that. I'm going to slide it down to the end. And I'm going to do the same with another leaf. One more leaf, tuck tuck it under that side, tuck it under that side, slide it down. So two of our leaves are in place, and we can lock them in quite firmly if we turn the paper over, if we fold the corner to the centre again, allow the leaf to flip over. Now that leaf is going nowhere. We fold the other corner the same. So we've got two leaves on the front of our module. And what we've done is we've made a kind of slot here in the middle where we can put a third leaf in. So again, I'm going to take the little square and I'm going to slide that between these two and slide that all the way down. And to help this from coming out again, I'm just going to put the other leaf over the top on both sides. So the middle leaf is underneath the other two. And I like to just slide these leaves. There's a little bit of play here. This leaf can slide back and forwards, and I just make it slide as far forward as possible, like this. So we've got our three leaves in place. It looks a bit like a radish. I'm going to turn it over, and now I'm going to fold these edges to the centre crease. One, two, and finally one of these edges. It has to be the same edge on every one of your 16 ring modules. This edge lies along this diagonal line here. So let me just put that in place. So we're making sure that that edge lies exactly along this line, like that. So it's like that. I can unfold that for now. And that is a completed ring module. You'll need 16 of those and you'll be ready to assemble a whole wreath. Going to change scale again a little bit. Here is a ring module and another one. I'm going to show you how to join two of them together. I'm going to lift the flap up on this one, and on this one I'm going to put this edge underneath that flap. This crease we made, this diagonal crease here, that crease is crucial for the line that we need. That crease is going to lie along an existing crease on the purple module. So you can see that crease. I don't know how well you can see that crease. So it lies exactly along that one. So that crease goes all the way down there now. And when we put this in place, that locks the two together. You can see we've started to make a slight curve on our leaves, and we just need to assemble the other 16. Just going to demonstrate that one more time on a slightly more complete wreath. This wreath has got 15 units already assembled. This is ring module number 16. We're going to put that one in place and then join the last two together. So this black one, this crease here, is going to lie inside the crease on the other module, making sure the crease is exactly in line. I'm happy with that. Valley fold that over, and when you put the valley fold in on the other one, that kind of locks that in place. So we've done all 16 are joined together. Now just this one needs to join with the first one. It's a little bit harder to do, but it's exactly the same principle. This is going to slide underneath, but we just need to sort of unwrap this one at the same time. So when we unwrap the black module, just stretching it a bit, sliding this in. Can't have this quite as flat as previous ones we've assembled, but there we could just, in you go, lovely. So right, there we are, that's in place. When we turn it over, you should have, hopefully, a completed Christmas wreath model. I hope you enjoyed that.